Hey, go back at the bees. It's like something like 6th of October, and where we're at is basically checking these splits we've been made, how many I've taken. So this is just a puff of smoke, and it's also feeding them, which is actually the most crucial. I should have fed them before introducing the queens. If you want to affect acceptance, you feed them so they're more likely to accept a queen whilst feeding. Hey-oh. I didn't do that. But let's crack on. Let's just start systematically. See where we're at. We'll start from this end. We'll get the feeder ready as well. Just realising I need sort of sticks to go in the feeder. And I'm also needing, there you go, some sugar syrup with a bit of thymol in it to stop it going off. So what I'm missing is something to float, because if I just feed that, then I'm actually gonna have a problem in that the bees will drown themselves. So believe it or not, you actually need something just like this, just a wee bit of stick, just like that's perfect. Lots of things like that, little sticks small enough to fit in the feeder. You do get given one when you buy the feeder. You get given a stick, a nice block of wood, custom made, but I always lose them. And anyways, a stick will do, any stick will do. Sounds like a Joseph song. That's probably too thick now. Let's move on. Right, the other thing I've got is treatment. I've got some Ipavar. I don't know when the expiry is on this. On the back of packaging, 0826. So see what's going on. So that's promising in terms of numbers and stuff. The less banging, the better. But I'll get this cracked open. I'll need 2 hands, and we'll show you what's going on. I won't disturb these for much long, but there's Queenie number 1 in the first hive, accepted. I'm just going to move on though, because she's a new queen. Get her back in. It's too cold, and get this hive back together. There you go. That one's fed, treated, and accepted. Great numbers, good stores. My guess is on winter survival, this one's going to be great. I didn't see eggs. I noticed Queen was still a little bit skinny, but she was beginning to fatten out. But I think those guys are going to be just fine if I had to guess. Right, move on. There you go, they're all checked. And of the ones I did check, I didn't check them all, but of the ones I did check, I've got 100% acceptance. So, you know, we're bound to have a few failures in this, but I actually reckon most of our failures will be due to the hives being too small to be successful. I think that'll be the biggest problem. So I think pretty much when you get a small hive, they almost universally accept a queen. It's like, you know, 80-90% acceptance rate. So of these 11 queens, you know, two might fail, is the usual stat. But that being said, of all 11, some might be just not have the right get up and go power, and they might just fail because they're such a small colony. Some hives grow over winter, some hives shrink, and the key is, of the ones that shrink, that are small, they'll likely die. If they're small but they grow, they'll be fine. There's no science to this. I've had tiny hives be massive in spring, and small hives be and massive hives be nothing in spring. So it's, you know, who knows the science of it, but for sure getting bigger hives is more likely to survive it.